What's up, guys? Welcome back to What Cheers. I'm Nick, as always. Tonight we're going to take a look at another beer from Toppling Goliath. This one I've never had before. It's part of their experimental hoppy pale ale series, Xhops. Each one is a different color, and each one, I'm assuming, is using different experimental hop varieties. So this is the white label version, and like I said, I never had this before. I believe I've had the red and the green, and that was like a year or 2 years ago. My buddy Royce sent me out those, and I believe they actually turned the red label one into the Pale Ale Soul Hunter, which is fantastic, by the way. I should post that review that I shot a while ago. So yeah, some of these are really, really big hits, and some of them are misses, I guess, but they're all using different experimental hops as far as I understand it. So it comes in at 5.5%, and it's 50 IBUs. At least that's what it says on Untapped. And that's pretty much it, guys. This was bottled on 6/15/15, and today is August 7th, 8th. So yeah, it's got almost 2 months on it. Wow, it's got like 7 weeks on it. That's hard to believe. Well, either way, guys, this is as soon as I could get to it, so it is what it is. I want to give a huge thanks to Sam, who sent me a box of just ridiculous Toppling Goliath beers, and this was one of them. And so yeah, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. And I have to note the amazing label art on all of Toppling Goliath's beers. Whoever does the work over there on these is seriously talented. These labels, I know I'd spoken to Mike about it at one point. I mean, nobody's got labels like this in the craft beer world. They're not cheap to make, and there's all kinds of stuff going on with these. So yeah, huge props to Toppling Goliath for putting the quality into these labels. You know, for such a small brewery. So it's been out of the fridge for about a half hour now, guys. So let's go ahead and dive into the Xhops White. I have no idea what to expect. I didn't read any of the reviews, and like I said, I don't know what hops are in this. So this is gonna be really fun to just dive into. All right, got the Xhops White poured out, guys. Let's check it out. Head's dissipating really quick, as you'd imagine. It had about a 2-finger head. Now it's like a 1-finger head of a pretty much tightly packed white head, medium-sized bubbles, small bubbles as well. But it looks very, very frothy, creamy kind of head to this one. Glass lacing already starting up. Oh yeah, this is gorgeous looking, guys. Let's get a look at the color on this. Crystal clear, just bright yellow, just bright yellow. And you can see a little bit of carbonation streaming up from the bottom of the glass, but just a really bright, extremely clear looking pale ale. Away from the light, looks like a pretty typical golden color. Let's go ahead and get into the important stuff, guys. Let's get an aroma on this. Wow, oh wow, that's so nice. It reminds me of something right away. I want to pick it out like immediately, but oh man, yeah, it reminds me of a pale ale. I just can't think of it right now. It just smells super bright, lemony, orange. I'm not gonna remember it, but anyways, it smells very bright orange, bright lemony, a lot of like biscuity, kind of crackery malt to it. I guess it's reminding me of like Amarillo. That might be what it is. It might be reminding me of something with Amarillo. Yeah, a little bit of a pungent kind of thing going on. A little bit grassy, a little bit vegetal, flowery, you know, floral, that whole thing. Wow. It definitely reminds me of something I think from New England. It just has that really beautiful floral bouquet kind of thing going on, very citrusy. Not so much in the way of tropical, but it smells very inviting, very clean and juicy and hoppy. So let's go ahead and get a sip, guys. It smells a lot like Amarillo, but cheers. Oh man, that's so good. Oh wow. Damn, this beer is 7 weeks old. Definitely kept in the fridge. Tastes pretty fresh. Yeah, wow, this is great. Totally reminds me of a New England style pale ale. Super juicy, super hoppy, bright citrus notes, sweetness all throughout, dry, clean, higher side of low on bitterness, but it's dry. The bitterness sort of goes hand in hand with the hop flavor that you're tasting after on your tongue, which is very reminiscent of a New England style beer. And as you would expect, the malt is kept pretty low on this one, and that's after it being aged for a while. Yeah, bright, just juicy, fresh squeezed orange juice, grapefruit juice, sugar coated grapefruit, a little bit of like a lemon lime type of thing. Very, very heavy on those sort of Amarillo tones. Yeah, just really nice bright citrusy notes. A little bit grassy, but a very little bit. This beer is mainly just juicy citrus. Alcohol, 5.5%. I mean, come on. It's not detectable. You're not going to smell it or taste it. There's almost a little bit of like a melon rind type of thing. Getting a little bit of that kind of honeydew melon flavor. I love the finish on this. It's just so clean, so dry, and it's not overly bitter. You can taste the hops. So really, to be honest with you, this reminds me a lot more of a Treehouse Pale Ale than anything else. It reminds me a lot of a Treehouse Pale Ale. It's very, very good stuff, guys. A little bit biscuity, a little bit crackery from the malt. So crushable. This thing is so freaking crushable. It's just the perfect balance of juicy citrus sweetness and then hop character, and then the carbonation is soft. It's a very soft beer on your palate. It's soft, it glides, it's so clean. Yeah, wow. This is definitely an impressive pale ale, guys. So I'll sip on it for another minute and get back to you with my final thoughts and score, but it's awesome shit, man. This is great. All right, so as for the Xhops white label from Toppling Goliath, this thing is fantastic, guys. It's the perfect temperature. It's just so juicy and citrusy. It reminds me a lot of a Treehouse Pale Ale, to be honest with you. It's got that sweetness, it's got that hoppiness, it's got that drying kind of finish, very, very soft bitterness, very, very soft mouthfeel, the whole package. Very New England style. And after this was bottled, I think like 7 weeks ago, it tastes super, super fresh still, guys. That's amazing. So I get to give them a lot of credit because this is awesome stuff. So as for a rating on this, guys, I'm gonna go pretty high with this one. There's not enough reviews on Beer Advocate, so I can't reference that for you, but I think I'd go somewhere, I think I'd go 98 on this. Yeah, it's got that bright lemony orange thing going on. I just love, and it's so crushable. I mean, this is gonna be gone so fast after the camera goes off. But I got a couple more reviews to shoot, so yeah, let's see how those other beers are. But absolutely phenomenal. 98, solid 98. Teetering on just mind-blowing, but it's really, really good. So guys, let me know if you've had this Xhops series, if you've had this particular one. Maybe Eric Wood has had these. He's another beer reviewer. If you guys don't know, he reviews Toppling Goliath as well. Definitely check out his channel. Yeah, if you guys have had any of the Xhops series, let me know. I'd be curious to find out what you think, and if you had this one, definitely let me know. Yeah, it's one of those things where I guess they're probably one-offs, but maybe if they are so well received, they will rebrew it and make it into a regular beer, which I believe is what they did with the Soul Hunter. So anyways, guys, 98 from me. Fantastic pale ale. Let me know what you think if you had it. All right, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next beer review very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.